Huskies will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Crosses the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
To the air on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. Looking to throw it again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out route. At the 20, he's got space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
7, Virginia Tech, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On second down, looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Running it back, it's Smith. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their roles, and he made the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On second down, wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Jennings. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he's got it at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 14, Virginia Tech 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's back to throw on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's still 3rd and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Smith takes the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it to the right. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Quarterback checking off. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
To throw, it's Drones. Quick completion on the out. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Lane.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Hokies have pushed it inside the 20.
Green 25. Freedom. Dino.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
On the double.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Drones. Snags it! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hokies in the hurry-up. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokie!
Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Makes his connection. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They want to get this defense on its heels. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going for the big play. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. It's Wheaton. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point.
SMU 28, Virginia Tech 7.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch called for and made. We're down to 12 seconds to go before halftime. As they take over 1st and 10, they'll need to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Comes out throwing on first down. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Second down coming up. They'll give it to the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's drones. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Got the first down and more. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking deep. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He wants to throw. He's going up top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Unloads it left. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the pummeling has started.
Well, this team sucks, yo.
Really nice job working the
Bro,
ground.
look at that.
Yo, Virginia Tech is terrible, bruh.
Stop doing that.
Yo, they're terrible.